Next up is PSG, founded by Jannie Mouton, as I mentioned before the break. The big holdings, of course, are Capitec Bank, Curro in the education sector, and then some other things. Market capitalization has been up and been down, but is currently up 57.69 billion rand. Price earnings ratio 34.9, although I suppose, to be fair, this is a sum of the parts type calculation. Dividend yield 1.3%. Just take us through again the significance. You've done a good job of that so far, of the underlying percentage-wise.
You're really relying on me.
Yeah.
All right, so Capitec by far the largest chunk. Don't quote me on this. I think it's about 40 to 50% of the underlying.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, you'll have Curro, a decent chunk of that as well.
I think the Capitec at the current price could be more than that.
Probably.
It's really been...
Look, it changes all the time. I mean, Capitec's been all over the place, but it's been through the roof, which is definitely the one point to mention there. Curro, then you've got PSG Konsult, and you've got a nice little chunk of Zeder, and then some private equity stuff that they do on the side. But essentially, if you want to look at it, Capitec, Curro, Zeder, and PSG Konsult make up that PSG group. And
that, of course, is all credit to Jannie Mouton, Chris Otto, and the other guys who at the beginning basically saw these various businesses and backed the entrepreneurs and have followed their rights every time they've raised capital.
Yeah, you cannot deny the fact that probably PSG and Capitec are such a success story and the best performing stocks in our exchange. Unbelievable.
Let's look at the chart, because PSG just goes up and up and up and up, and then it had a bit of a slump after a capital raising end of 2015, but has since risen. I guess that was around when African Bank fell on its face. People were a bit anxious about that.
So, you know, Capitec fell a lot as well. Curro came off its all-time highs. PSG Konsult listed as well and didn't really ignite. So I think a little bit of a pullback there, but the recent increase from about 2016 onwards has really been Capitec, I would say.
Well, let's talk about Capitec. Capitec has got now over 8 million customers. It's definitely one of the big 5 banks in this country. It is now offering its clients all sorts of other products, credit cards, home loans, car loans, and that kind of thing. It's a very strong offering in the sort of lower middle income area. It continues to be good in the loan business. It only gives credit, it seems, to people who can pay, or they pull back and don't extend anymore.
That's what we see.
They're just very good, it seems.
Well, they're very good because
the operational functionality.
Well, they're cheap and cheerful. I mean, how many banks are cheap and cheerful at the end of the day?
Good infrastructure, though. Nice looking, clean branches. They open long hours. They just don't seem to have the same stodginess factor as their
competitors. They're brand new. That's the other thing. They don't have all that legacy. I mean, Standard Bank's still sitting with all those old legacy IT systems that are coming right now.
Those other banks have got like core banking systems which are powered by steam engines. On the weekends, they use spanners to make adjustments.
So PSG's got a nuclear submarine powering them at the moment.
Yeah, that helps.
Absolutely.
Okay, but look, we know the underlyings will continue to do well. Do you like the Jannie Mouton vision? He's basically stepping aside.
Whether I like it or not,
his son is coming in.
I can't deny the fact how well they've done. I think the important thing is valuation. Per se, as Capitec maybe shot the bolt, is Curro a little bit expensive? I don't know. I think it's worth debating that. Again, I come back to net asset value when you're looking at these businesses. I think that's very important. So like Renette and Remgro are trading at a discount, PSG tends to trade at fair value or at net asset value, and in some cases at a premium. So
where's it now?
It's basically on fair value. 240, 250. I mean, they came out with a trading update yesterday to say that their net asset value was 240.
Yes,
my gut feel, though, is one should be picking up PSG at about a 5%, 3% discount to NAV. So at these kind of levels for new money, I'd be a little bit cautious on it. If you've got it on your portfolios, just keep it. Invariably, it's going to go up.
So there's kind of a qualified hot or a sort of a not hot.
I'm actually not hot on it. You can shoot me down for that. I just feel at current levels.
We own Curro in our portfolio, so I like the underlying assets. So yeah, I'll give it the hot.